Hello and welcome to the LPL 2023 off-season free agency preview. That's a mouthful. Unlike the LCK video, because we were able to fit everything on one board, LPL, here are the 17 teams. There are rumors of expansion and TSM taking spots and this and that and the third, but that isn't official yet, so we're just going with what's here. If you didn't watch the LCK video, I'm not going off of rumors. I don't care what the Twitter Pokemon, I don't care what Reddit in China says. Until anything is absolutely official and the papers are signed, I could give a shit less. So, here you're going to see purple lines alongside teams. That's where there are gaps. Otherwise, these are the players that are signed under contract with these teams beyond free agency starting. The other board will have all the names of the players that aren't listed here. In addition to some others that we'll talk about. So, anyone's legend, only Pinzi is officially under contract for next year right now. iBoy, GQE, and Zora all are question marks. I don't know. That doesn't say when their contracts are up. BLG, we have Bin, Shun, and Elk. So, 3 of the starting 5 of BLG are guaranteed to return next year under contract. Yagawa and An are free agents. EDG, technically the starting 5 from last year that they used the majority of the time, at least in spring, are returning. Ale, JJ, Fofo, Leave, and Mako. Now there are rumors of EDG making roster changes, but that's not official, so we're going off of what is seen here. Uzi's contract is question mark. It doesn't say an end date. FPX, Zhao Laohu and Care are under contract beyond next week. Bonnie's contract unknown. LWX and Chow Chow both are free agents. IG, YSKM, and Nenny are both under contract. Tianjin's under contract. And An will be returning next year. At least these are the players definitely under contract. Cryan is a question mark. Dove is a free agent. And Wink is a free agent. JDG. So that great JDG roster, only missing is under contract for next year. 369, Kanavi, Knight, and Ruler are all free agents, and I wouldn't be surprised if they all found 4 separate homes. LGD, Haichao and LPC are both under contract. Fearness and Decade both are question marks. Guaranteed free agent wise, Meteor and Jinzhao, as well as LPC are all, not LPC, Envy are all free agents next week. LNG, so this roster's a little weird. You're going to say, why is Yukai on there? Well, Yukai was their substitute and he's still under contract. Scout was a free agent, as is Tarzan, and Gala could be. Only guaranteed right now is Zika, Yukai, and Hung, and Gala's question mark is due to contract. Nip, so Ninja in Pajamas, we have Invincible and Zhao Lao Bao. Angel is a question mark. Shadow is a question mark. But Photic and Ju are both free agents. OMG, Shanji and PP God, both under contract for next year. I've heard and seen rumors that Shanji may be up for a buyout. OMG may be offering a lot of things right now, but the fact of the matter is, right now, as of this moment, he's under contract. Aki, Cream, and Abel are all free agents. Rare Atom, Strive, and Asum both are under contract beyond next week. Zhaozhu is a question mark. Lan is a free agent. Feather is a free agent. And Baolan is a question mark when it comes to contracts. RNG, Wei, Tangwan. So Wei and Tangwan, jungle mid duo, are both under contract beyond next week. LP is a question mark, as is Lamau. Lele, I think, also is a question mark. But Breathe is a free agent for RNG. Team World Elite, Demon, the backup behind Cube, is under contract beyond this year, and as well as Hang. So Cube is a question mark, I believe. I think it's unknown where his contract's going. Shanks, Hope, and Iwandi, though, all free agents. Top Esports, Ching Tian and Jackie Love are both under contract beyond next week. Now, people say, oh, but Ching Tian won't start. He's not that good. The fact of the matter is, right now, the paper says he is with Top next year. That means Wayward, Tian, Rookie, and Mark are all free agents next week. Thunder Talk, 4 of 5 players are returning. under contract. Bechuan, UCal, Yao Yao, and Wanfeng. Yes, that's where Wanfeng's been the last year. Kind of stuck in purgatory. He is under contract in a prison. As far as free agents, Hoya is a free agent. 1XN could be a free agent, as well as Uyanja. Ultra Prime. The only player definitely under contract beyond this year is Doggo. Harry is for sure a free agent, as is Ning. Dream, Forge, and Sword Art are all question marks. I don't know if they're under contract or not beyond next week. And then lastly, we have Weibo, so the team that's playing this weekend. 4 of the starting 5 are returning. 3 of the starting 5 are under contract beyond this weekend. The Shy is for sure a free agent, but both junglers, Weiwei and Karsa, Weiwei is possibly under contract. I mean, the contract is a question mark, but Karsa is for sure a free agent. Xiaohu, Light, and Crisp are all under contract beyond this weekend. So there are some pieces for each of these. We got BLG and Weibo keeping a good chunk of their rosters from Worlds, where JDG for sure is going to fall apart. And LNG, I would say their best parts are not there. I know their best parts didn't show up for against T1, but I think that one series shouldn't erase literally, 9 months of high-level League of Legends that was superior to 13 other teams in the LPL. I think people just kind of forget that. So that's this part. Now let's look at all those players I mentioned that are free agents next week. Yeah, so that's a lot of players, huh? A lot of names on here, a lot more than the LCK board. That's what happens when you have 17 teams. Over here in pink, which you can barely read and I'll go over, are players that did not play last year, did not play in summer, that are, I would say are players that could return to the LPL. But some players in top lane to note, just to recap, 369, Breathe, The Shy, all free agents. Jungle, Zhao Hao, I think is extremely underrated, but Kanavi, Tarzan, Tian, Weiwei, all free agents. Mid lane, Knight, Scout, Shanks, Rookie, all free agents. Bot lane, Uzi, but Ruler, obviously, cracked. Fodic, Abel, Hope, some big names there. And then the support pool, I would say, is the weakest. Honestly, Iwandi is good. Mark may be okay. On is good, but outside of that, the support role is pretty sus. Wouldn't be surprised if the LCK supports I talked about yesterday, move on over to the LPL this upcoming season. I think that would be a good idea for them. Now, some players that didn't play last year that we probably should think about. Flandre, Zoom, Bubu did play, but Flandre, Zoom, and Bubu all, not on a roster right now. Gideon, View, and S of M. I know S of M is probably retired, but I'm going to put his name on there anyways. Mid lane, Pout, Icon, Shie, and then Doinby. So those 4 are mid laners that who knows, they could play next year, wouldn't shock me. Bot laners, SMLZ, Zing, Puff, and Kepler. I do think Kepler is a very good player, but he got stuck, I think, on JDG's Joy Dream or whatever the hell their team name is, in the LDL. So those 4 are players in the bot lane to think about that have played in the LPL in the past. And then at support, we have Southwind, Cold, Lucas, and Ming. So those 3 and then Ming are all support. So you could see players like Flandre, Zoom, Doinby, Shie, maybe even Kepler, and then Ming all find spots next year. Amongst these players that are listed here, it's going to be an interesting, chain of events this upcoming week when it comes to Eastern teams. Unfortunately, not many Western teams try and import Chinese players. I think they should, but they don't. So, 17 teams. The LPL is my favorite region to watch, so that's why I kind of talk highly of players that you could argue are kind of mid in that region, but it is what it is. So thank you for watching this video. If you liked it, like it, subscribe to the channel for daily League of Legends content. Follow me on Twitter, join the Discord, become a YouTube supporter, and hope to see you again tomorrow.